Hello everyone, this is Nikita Karki. I studied in Jamboree for a few months last year and I did the GMAT program over there. Krishna sir was kind enough to extend an invite just so I can document some of my experiences at Jamboree, and I guess this could be another tool and another resource for future students. So, my name is Nikita Karki. Brief introduction on my background is I went to university. I did my undergraduate and then I wanted to apply for masters. I was not quite sure what I wanted to do, but now I just accepted my offer at Schulich School of Business, which is the business school of York University in Toronto. Well, it's in Ontario. It's a little outside Toronto and York. So that's where I'm going to study 2019 September. I'm from Nepal, Kathmandu. I studied after high school. I applied to a few universities and decided to pursue my undergraduate in arts in McGill University, Montreal. I did my arts undergraduate. I majored in HR. I ended up doing a hybrid of business and arts when I graduated, and then I moved to Toronto to work some more and get few years of work experience. One big thing I realized after moving to Canada and studying here is it's a very different structure of studying. There's a few ways you can study for GMAT. Everybody has their own tricks. Everybody has their own tools. I just thought it would be the best if I took or sought help from a more renowned program. I was also back home in Nepal for a few months, and then so I mean, wherever I spoke and whoever I spoke to and whatever research I did from my own experience, Jamboree's name just kept popping up, and so that's why I decided to take some classes and see how I felt. So that's the first reason I actually started looking into Jamboree. But then my first day experience, when I went in and I met a few counselors, one in particular, they also go over your resume and they welcome you and they try to understand what your story is behind applying for a business school or any kind of master school actually, because when I went for my GMAT, I wasn't even 100% sure what program I'm going for, if it was going to be masters in HR or if it was going to be MBA. And the team in Jamboree definitely helped me with that. So it was a good pick. And yeah, so the first day when I went in, they seemed so invested, and really wanted to see you through till the finish line and not just help you with the program and you attempt your GMAT score and then you're a stranger after that. Wasn't like that. They were really invested in your success. So that was very good, and that's why I opted for GMAT at Jamboree. I applied to a bunch of universities. I applied to particularly four universities. So there was South Carolina, there was Mays, and then I applied for those two universities, I applied for Masters of HR, and then I applied to Schulich, and I applied to Rotman. So those both two were in Canada. I was leaning more towards Canada because I live here, and also because they were both for MBA. And I got into Schulich, and that's the offer I took. EF-Jamboree, I think I'm okay. The e-Jamboree program, there is a lot of online material that's out there, and that's extremely helpful because I wanted to make the most of my program, so I was doing a lot of studying after hours, and they have help available on video. They have tutors available. I think they work on opposite hours, or they have a very strong link. I think the father school is program is in India, so they have very strong link with them, and then so e-program, their online learning program, I really exploited those resources. Other than that, I worked very closely with the team. I took a lot of, the professors out there and the instructors out there. They are happy to see you after hours. So Sachin sir and Mayur sir were my instructors, and they were extremely helpful. They sat with you, did your study sessions, and then I worked very closely with Krishna sir on shortlisting the universities. He's very systematic and strategic with his help. So we first listed down what I wanted to do and what exactly I was looking at, and then we listed down shortlisted schools, and then we got to really working on what what kind of programs I should be applying to, and then he also helped me with my essays.